video tutorials masterclass about lighting inside Arnold 5.1. So in the last video we have creating AOV for the light fog, and in this one we want to basically render the final image. Of course I need to remove the layer I have just creating because it was only for the fog effect, and I need to go to my render setting inside the environment, click on it and delete this node because we don't need it anymore. So now we're going to render. Of course I need to turn all the light I have in the scene, or the light I have using in the scene, and just go to the render, and it is the kind of this image we want to get. So to get a clean vision of image without any noises, that is important to reduce the light samples, the shader samples from ambient occlusion. And when you have doing it, you need to go to the render setting. If you're using the Arnold 5.1, we have a new denoiser system. But if you don't using it or you don't having it, so you can use your camera samples, not make it very high because it's more expensive. And if you need to reduce some of noise from specular, glass, skin shader, or diffuse or other things, so you can also doing it by this. But I think in this case is, you can see it is clean, okay. But we have also another option inside Arnold 5.1, which is the denoiser from NVIDIA, which is called Optics. And this one actually go ahead and adding you a new layer called denoiser, which is going to be more cleaner and is going to give you more faster render. So in this case I have now both, but in this case I don't want to have so much, so I just turn it off. And now we can just see for the final image we have getting, and of course the camera you have. So it will take some of time to render the final image, and this image we're going to using it inside Photoshop to showing you how you can playing with the lights. And basically we're going to focus more about the light fog we want to apply to our scene. So now we are finished with the render. You can see the original version of it is not so much noise, as you can see, kind of a little bit here and so on. And render time was 38. So, and if we're going to the NVIDIA denoiser, so now you can see every of the noise has been clean. So in this case we're going to save this. Going to save this inside here, the image. So now we're going to inside the Photoshop. So here we are inside Photoshop. I have already import the layer 1 and layer 2. When I look into the image, as you can see, the gamma is not correct, so we need to correct this. It is a little bit darker as the one we have saw inside the render view. So to do this, we select the image, go to image and adjust the exposure and put the gamma to be 2.2. And of course you can make it like 2 if you like to, but in this case we're just putting it 2.2 or maybe 2. Okay, so the next thing is how we can apply this layer is very simple. You can use kind of this blender way. So you're going to look at, okay, which one looks nicer or better. So we have one here and we can use and so on. So in this case we're going to use the linear of it, so it's going to add this on the top of the image. And if you want to make kind of adjustment, you can go to the image, go to the exposure once again, You can playing how much effect of this fog effect you like. How about the offset? Is going to affect the room if you like to affecting it more or less. And we can also make some of gamma correction, and you need to play which kind of effect you want to do. So that was basically how you can basically lighting the scene with Arnold, and it's going to be very fast to render, and that is the method we can use to get nice clean vision of the render with a lot of control. And thanks for watching.